Hey, it's Wednesday. Still feels like a Monday. Where's my mic? Yeah, probably. What the hell's going on there? Alright. Yeah, I know. I gotta get music on there and everything else. An intro. Yeah. Good morning. Alright. Before I play my intro song, it's probably about 3-4 minutes long. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to play the whole thing or not. Pretty decent tune I found. So, before anything else, as you can tell, my pre-show motivation song was "California Love" by Tupac, Dr. Dre, and Roger Troutman. You know, if you don't know, remember, because it's a pretty old song. Yeah, the beginning of it. As soon as you hear the music, you'll be like, "Oh, I know that song." Yeah. So, yeah, going back to that era. You ever, what do you call it? You ever wonder? I mean, MC Hammer came out with the frickin' his big hit, "Can't Touch This." My question is, who wanted to touch it?
I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want. I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss. Cause I am not
Let's go!
that you would wanna cross.
I move quietly, like a shadow, there's a dark side to me. I work privately, to go build and create my own dynasty. A new rivalry, it emerges ever so silently. But I got fight in me, so I'll squash anything that's trying me. I'm like, me versus you, I hope that you know what you're getting into. I got nothing to lose, so you better watch out, can't predict my moves. I'll make you irrelevant, I don't stop till I'm at the top settling. I live here like a local resident, and you know I ain't selling it.
I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want. I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss. Cause I am not someone that you would wanna cross. I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want. I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss. Cause I am not someone that you would wanna cross. I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want. I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss. Cause I am not someone that you would wanna cross.
Round two, I gotta screw loose. I'll work all night if it's what I gotta do. Who needs sleep when the caffeine's brewed? I don't fatigue, I just have to move. I don't work with others, they just slow me down and my progress suffers. It's not you, it's me, but really I just work much better when I'm free. I don't do things for the hell of it, I do things that I do for the benefit. I make moves that'll make me relevant. I've been telling them, you just gotta work hard, play hard, punch that race card, move that fake charge, do that make hard, move that fake card, lose that hate card, and never give up when the gun goes race star.
I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want. I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss. Cause I am not someone that you would wanna cross. I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want. I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss. Cause I am not someone that you would wanna cross. I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want. I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss. Cause I am not someone that you would wanna cross. I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want. I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss. Cause I am not someone that you would wanna cross. I won't stop.
Alrighty. I don't know how that came through. The audio on my side was kind of, I don't know, laggy. Welcome back, Lady D. Ooh, made a toasted cheese sandwich. That sounds good. And Sugar, sorry you're still in the waiting room, darling. Hopefully everything's going to be okay. I know today's the big day, so prayers out to you and the family. But, yeah, I still haven't done the intro, so let me get back over here real quick. And while we're doing this, yeah. What was I going to say? Alright. So, before I start the countdown, I'm just going to remind you I do have something pinned up there, I believe. Let me look on YouTube. Yep, still pinned. Music by Ron. I'm pushing him all week long. Go check him out. You can click the link real quick while the countdown's going down, but yeah, check it out. Listen to his music and subscribe to him. He's a pretty decent old dude. He's Adam's father, and he plays pretty good music. And yeah, and if you look through the videos, you'll find Adam. And everybody's like, well, who's Adam? Well, Silver Stack community knows who Adam is. So, yeah, he doesn't look like the videos anymore. That was a couple years ago, I believe. But, you know, hey, as everybody, we grow up. We grow facial hair, or our hair grows out, you know, grow mullets, you know, get dreads, stuff like that, you know. Some people forget to, you know, clip the nose hairs and their the ear hairs and stuff. But that's what wives are for, to remind the hubbies and the girlfriends, to remind the boyfriends. When you get a haircut, make sure you trim your nose and your ears too. Yeah, us guys are pretty bad at doing that. But go check out Music by Ron. He's a pretty cool dude. Subscribe to him. I'm trying to get him up to 100. He's been around for a while, and you know, he really hasn't pushed it, but I'm going to push him because he's a pretty solid man. All right, here we go. Alright, good morning. Oh wait, Trust, you feeling okay? You don't sound the same. Yeah, exactly. I'm alone. Shift Kicker's busy this morning. Yeah, but, you know, she's in our hearts and our prayers along with her family, so before I do my normal morning greeting, this is just for Shift Kicker. You ready, dear? Hopefully this puts a smile on your face.
I poop, they wipe. I'm the boss.
Good morning, YouTubers. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yep, it's Wednesday, hump day, whatever you want to call it. It's Rapid Wednesday. And if you saw the meme on the YouTube show, yeah, that goes out to a special person. They know who they are. They said they need a bubble wrap to wrap themselves up because they constantly keep hurting themselves. They know who they are. Yeah, and there's a couple others needed too. And, yeah. So, needless to say, if you're going to go out in this mad world, you may want to wrap yourself up in bubble wrap. It may not protect you from everything, but it'll save you for a lot of things. And if you do it right, you won't need to put a mask on if they decide to do mandates again. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, so good morning. It is currently 8:35 here. I'm going to have to fix... hey, there's C. Happiest Chappy. How you doing? Good morning. Long time no see. Feels like it's only been like 6 hours or so. Yeah. Good to see you this morning. Love those alien ships. Jetsons. Meet the Jetsons. That's what it reminds me of, but I know it's not the Jetsons cars. But remember, the truth is out there. They will find you. So let's see. It's currently the 29th day of November. Oh my God. We got today and tomorrow, and it's a new month. Ho, ho, ho. I bet you can't guess which month it is. Yeah, so that makes it 25, 26, 27. Yeah, 27 days before Christmas. Have you figured out what you're going to buy me? Have you ordered it? Is it from Amazon? Better not be from Temu. That's made in China. Anyway, I don't want no gifts. I just want everybody to be happy, be able to see their loved ones, anybody they really like and hang out with, and just chill. And if not, like always, every year, if you're alone or you're purposely avoiding the family, you're going to be chilling by yourself on Christmas, look me up. I'll be streaming sometime during the day. Maybe I'll do 2 streams this time. Thanksgiving, I only did 1. Maybe I'll do 2 on Christmas just because it's the gift of giving. Yeah, no. Hey, good morning, Debbie McKenna. Good to see you. So, let's see. It's currently, oh, there goes my tips. I was talking too long. No, I don't like hearing myself talk. I'd rather have people up here talking while I'm just like cracking jokes or making fun of myself. But, when everybody's still waking up, trying to get to work, sleeping, not realizing they're late for work and stuff like that. It is Wednesday. Okay, it's currently 42 degrees in west central Texas. Says it feels like 39, which is, about right. I opened up the door while the music was playing. About 39, but of course I didn't feel the breeze. Let's see. The air's going to be moderate. That means pollen's all over the frickin' place. No humidity, which is good. That means no rain today. That's good. And tomorrow we're going to be at 71 degrees. It's going to be a hot one. Woohoo! And then it's got to bring on the rain for a day. So, if you live in East Texas, I'll say from the I-35 corridor on east towards Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama, stuff, be ready. The rain's going to start probably tomorrow sometime, if not tonight. Along with the cold front and everything else, so you'll be feeling it. Yeah, eventually it'll push its way all the way to Florida and then sit up the northeast coast. Excuse me, that's about the most weather I'm doing today. That's the most I actually looked at on the numbers. So. Now, Happy Chappy, I listened to his song as a pre-show motivation song. I always pick a song that I listen to before the show starts to motivate me to do my streams. And I post on there so people know which one. So if they want to rate my stream on my attitude, they can blame it on the song. That's how I deflect. That's my superpower. I deflect my performance if it's not as good as the other day with the pre-song motivation. Yeah, one of these days I'll forget how to use stuff like Roger's song, and I'll play them on my streams. And YouTube won't freaking be hitting me on it, but haven't gone that far. I'm almost to the point where I can monetize, and then I'll start doing the classes, just so, I can not really make money for myself, but be able to gather maybe tips so I can make prizes every month and pass them out. Yeah. But we'll see. That's in the future. I still need like 211 subs and about 400 watch hours, and then I'm good and golden. I'll enter the next level. Yeah. But that's not my goal anyway. There's a secret goal, and I can't mention there because YouTube's AI is watching and listening, and I don't want them to know. I might be a secret squirrel for, So, but let's see. Oh, okay, I did the weather. Alright, I saw something last night before I fell asleep because I was really tired when I was on the gold or all the silver community last night. That's where I've been spending my time lately, just to have a decent break, and it's a great community to be on. It's, you'd be surprised, you get addicted real quick to the silver community. Great bunch of folks, bunch of talent, no drama. Every once in a while you get one of those little crazy little kids that thinks he's going to go do something that they get slapped down real quick. Put in the corner, yeah. We slap one of those, what was the things you put in the baby's mouth? It's not a sucker, but something else. Yeah, you put one of those in the mouth, put a diaper on them, make them sit on the chair. Yeah. Not too often, but it happens. But I did see a report that the top 4 hot chocolate brands in the U.S., they're warning people. There's a bunch of metal and something that starts with a C, like Cardamian or something. I don't have the story up here I'm looking for right now, but needless to say, Nestle's on there and a couple of the other hot cocoa ones. So if you drink hot cocoa, you may want to try to see. They have not put on a recall, which is kind of strange, but they're going off the levels of the California listings. So I don't know, maybe California has a site for that stuff to show how much. But the worst hot chocolate one is the one that you get at Walmart. They had like 400 or something, whatever kilograms per freaking ounce of metals in their hot chocolate, above the minimum standard that's supposed to be in there. Hershey's, the number one was only like 128 or something like that, so it wasn't too bad. I do remember that because I drink Hershey's. And at the time I was drinking hot chocolate too, and I'm like, looking at my hot chocolate, it's like, metal. And if I had my metal detector near me, I probably would put it on my stomach to see if I could detect them, but they're probably so small I wouldn't detect it. I tried a magnet though, because I got a magnet here. Didn't pull nothing up, so I don't know. I guess I'm doomed. Doomed, I say. Alright, so there's a lot of rumors of what's going on between the R country and the U country, but, I'm not going to even talk about that. Same thing with the Israel and the terrorist people that don't have a country. Yeah. I'm not going to talk about it. There's so much freaking stuff going out there, yeah. I'll just repeat what all the freaking doomslayers have been saying. It's the end of the world. It started 3 years ago. It's World War III. We're dead. You just haven't realized it yet. Wake up and smell the corpses. Yeah, I don't think so. I'll drink my coffee instead. Yeah. Oh, one thing that did pop up this morning, the guy that owns the Dallas Mavericks, I can't remember his name because I don't try to remember because I don't watch basketball anymore because they went political too, thanks to the owners and the coaches. And, well, that dude's trying to sell majority stock for the Dallas Mavericks to the family that owns the teams in Las Vegas. Yeah. But he'll still control the basketball team for some reason or another. Yeah, that's like a deal. No, I don't care how rich you are and you need money. Hey, if you need to invest, you rich people in Las Vegas, send money my way. Invest in me. Yeah. Yeah. What are you going to get out of it? Probably about the same amount as you freaking invested in the Dallas Mavericks. Whole lot of nothing. You just say, hey, I own this channel. Yeah, we'll talk about it. About $2.5 billion. I'll cut $500 million off since you're willing to pay about $3 billion for the measly portions of the Dallas Mavericks that you want to buy. Yeah, that's crazy. Let's see, raw story. They have one showing, police officers and all that. See, more and more is coming out. It's a report like it's San Antonio. Rawstory.com is reporting nobody's coming to save us. Yeah, what do you think we had so many background checks on Magic Monday, as I call it? They call it, Cyber Monday. To include, Black Friday. Had a mess load of backgrounds on that day, too. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to have to read this story. Okay, yeah. So there's a lot of people out there with the S word on the ground. I finally saw what Ashley Swag family was doing, and sorry, Ashley, I was picking on you on that one stream, and then you got quiet after you left to go do some digging because you said you're going to be shoveling snow, and then you popped that video down. I'm like, ooh, that's even worse than doing snow. Hopefully you're able to get all that freaking taken care of and that snake work to get it all out. Okay, well, before anything else I forget, let me greet everybody that's in chat, and then I'll just say hi to the lurkers too. So let's see. Good morning, Chef Kicker. Yeah, it doesn't look like you'll be home on time, but that's okay because we know what's going. Well, I know what's going on in Percy and your family. Lady D, good morning once again. I want a bite of that cheese sandwich. Yep. Happy Chappy, good morning again. And yes, I do agree. Debbie, McKenna, good morning. McKenna, I don't know, I'm tired. My coffee's not kicking in. Ark Wildman, good morning, brother. Yeah, pacifier, thank you. Hey, good morning, Rubberneck. Ark Wildman, and then Lady D. Chappy, yeah, everybody's saying this. I don't remember. It's been, 21 years since I had to use one of those things for my kiddos. Yeah, actually about 20 years because they didn't start teething for about a year. So, yeah. And I agree with you. The death of the dollar is going down. You should be buying metals. Now, I won't tell you which metals to buy, but hey, to get you in the mood, you should be listening to heavy metal. And then go check out some metal channels. Might as well start at the bottom. Check out silver. It's affordable. Unless you do like me. I got copper. I got some silver. And I'm not going to let y'all know if I got gold or not. Hell. There's just some things you keep, some things just got to stay private. So it's like I don't tell you what kind of coffee I drink all the time. I think the last time I mentioned what kind of coffee I drink, I told you it was like 8 months ago. Yeah, something like that. So, needless to say, okay, we got that done. Oh, yeah, I forgot it. All the lurkers out there, good morning. I don't even know if we got lurkers. I didn't count. Let me see. Yeah, we got lurkers. So, the lurkers that are busy, good morning. How you doing? Hopefully you're warm. Hopefully you're safe. Hopefully things going good. And the lurkers just lurking to try to steal info from me to use it on their shows. This show is brought to you by the letters F and the letter U. And don't forget the number 2. Yep. All right, enough said. Yeah, I haven't done that in about 8 months, too. Wow. Must be I'm drinking the right coffee again. Yeah. I wish I can get that video to work. I did have that. This show was brought to you by, but it didn't come in that good. So, hey, I'm a low maintenance kind of guy. I go lowest bidder. I'm not like the government. I worked for the government for all these years. Yep. Hey, B. Sherman, I knew you were there. So you notice she pops up after I freaking say it. Yeah. I knew eventually she'd have to comment if I got her. Get your coffee. Make yourself a Sammy Mitch. Don't forget, if you get close to the stove while you have it lit, take the bubble wrap off. Yep. All right. Back to the stuff of the day. It is Wednesday. You got one more day in November. Sort of feels like the end of the world, huh? Because if you haven't done your shopping, you're only going to have like 20-something days left. Do shopping if you're buying stuff. Yep, I'm just going to do sympathy cards to send them to all my relatives. Yep. And I'm blaming it on Bidenomics that they're not going to get a gift. So all they get is a stinking card. I think that'll be a trend that people pick up on and start doing it. Save your money. Don't send them gifts. Buy your preps. You too, Chappie. Thanks for dropping by, and I'll see you later. If you're on somebody's stream or your own stream, haven't looked at today's shows, I know there's quite a few on there, so I'll see you there somewhere. And, yeah. Oh. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Lowest bidder. Yeah, I worked for the government. You heard all those horror stories. Well, I saw those horror stories. Yeah. So, let's see. The latest and greatest freaking news on the protest march. American Airlines flight attendants asked their union to go on strike. Union said, nope. Nope. Work it out. Yeah, I think even the unions are starting to realize that, yeah, people are tired of these freaking protests and strikes and shit. And if they don't watch it, because you got the stupid people protesting for stuff that's going on in countries that they ran from, but yet they want us to put our freaking soldiers, our freaking money, and flex our power, which we don't have very much power with Potato Head in office. But, yeah. For what they believe in, no. Nope. So, and they are investigating, just to let you know if you haven't seen anything lately, they are investigating Harvard and the selective environment that Harvard has created for all these young people. And there's a couple other schools on the list too, but I can't mention those because I haven't released the whole list out yet. I want the whole list. I want to see that 29 out of the 30 freaking colleges are all liberal. Yeah. It's time to defund all of them, and yeah. Let's see how long the rich mommies and daddies are going to support those colleges when the agenda is anti-American, and yeah. Okay, let's see. We resorted to giving Benjamins. Too many and too picky these days. Then go shopping, don't spread the Benjamin on stupid stuff on there. Yeah, I wouldn't even give them Benjamins. No, I'm telling you, just give them a card. Give them a picture of Benji. Remember that dog in the movies? Yeah, go lowest. I'm talking about lowest. Download a picture of Benji. Make your own card at home. You may have to buy a box of envelopes with. They're under $1, I think, still. They might be $2 now, thanks to Bidenomics. And, yeah. Slap a stamp on there and send them a card that you made at home. Tell them, but it's made with love. You can't buy this one anywhere. That's going to be more precious to you in 30 years than anything you get now that you're not going to be able to take with you when I freaking wrap my hands around your throat and freaking choke you. Because you're a dumbass! No, I'm just joking. Yeah. Yeah. I love the film Benji, but I also like the Doberman Gang. There are 2 movies they had. Growing up, I wanted Dobermans. I had German Shepherds, but I wanted Dobermans. So, yeah, but, yeah, I would be like Homer Simpson choking on Bart. Yeah. Bart opens up the card and says, a frickin' card? I got a bloody frickin' card. Well, you voted for frickin' Potato Head, Bart. Yeah. But, let's see. Oh, where was I? See, I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, they're investigating Harvard and a couple other top prestigious schools that are not prestigious whatsoever. Because you're finding out more and more Harvard. They keep going to Harvard and, like 2 other freaking top liberal schools, and have the researchers do everything and then find out a year later that they were wrong. Gee, sounds like the science community. You know, people are getting smart. The younger kids are abandoning freaking the Democratic Party thanks to Biden and his economics that don't work. You know, African American communities starting to freaking do the same. The Hispanic communities doing that. Yeah. Yeah, the Democrats lied to the African American community. Yeah, they see that, yeah, they're just like everyone. They voted in their cities. They get voted in and they get forgotten. I've been saying this all along. Wise up, people. In the Hispanic community, it's like, no. Because the only Hispanic community we got are the ones that came here legally. They waited their time. They did their due, and they came here legally through a visa. And they're losing them left or right. The ones that pay the taxes, that have the money, that have the businesses. Why? Because they don't like illegal immigration. They're the number 1 for front runners. Kick all the illegals out. Bar them from ever coming back. No visiting. Yeah. So the Democrats don't freaking realize it, and if they do, it's going to be too late, because if they didn't realize it by 3 years ago, they're never going to realize it, and nothing they can say, do, or promise is ever going to fix it. So, yeah, so needless to say, there's going to be those few groups that you need to change the Washington Redskins name because that's hurting my tribe. Well, I didn't know there's a Redskin tribe. Yeah, the ones, let's shut down the oil line, the oil lines, even though they're getting paid $50+ an hour, and the workers that were indigenous, however you say it, that were Native American. That's how I'm going to say, because that's what I grew up with, Native American. That were working the pipelines. They didn't want the pipelines shut down. But the liberal ones that frickin' didn't go to the frickin' reservation schools. And, they went and did the hidey-tidy thing at these liberal colleges. And, oh, no, we don't want that. What do you mean? You need to do away with it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Don't think so. And as I reported yesterday, most of Hollywood's being bought up by China, so yeah. China wants to get in the act. They want to have their freaking casting couches, I bet. Yeah. Needless to say, there's not very much out there that I want to watch coming from Hollywood anymore. There are some small independent movie companies that are not in California. There may be some in there, but most of them are not in California. And they're making their own. And, they're not the high quality because they don't have the millions of dollars to spend on it. But the story base and the actors that they're getting are pretty awesome. You can find those in all the free streaming channels. Just look for them. You got to look. And then look for the name of the companies because, yeah, that's how it is. You trust, what's your feelings on the Gold Star tree at the White House? Yeah, the White House shouldn't even have a frickin' tree. Yeah. Think about it. Who's at the White House? They got no kids. Oh, they're going to invite their grandkids over. They got a dog. That's going to be, it's for show and tell. So you're going to kill a tree. I don't care, you uproot it and you say you're going to plant it. You know what that does when you uproot a freaking adult tree and keep moving it? It eventually kills it. Yeah. Weren't the environmentalists up in smoke? The White House is causing climate change. Come on, it's climate change. Yeah, think about it. Christmas, yeah, if you're going to do the commercial end of it, the White House is doing the Christmas tree due to the fact that they want your tax money. That's the bottom line. There ain't nobody at the White House that's celebrating. All those politicians look at that tree like, ooh, look at all those balls. That's like $100,000 of tax money in my pocket this year. That's all it is. Christmas is not about freaking trees. It ain't about lights and all that. Go back to the actual thing of Christmas, you'll find out. Just like Thanksgiving wasn't about, ooh, let's feast. Yeah, go back to the true freaking story of Thanksgiving, you'll find out. The Indians saved them and then they got massacred. Yeah. Because the pilgrims, I won't even say the white people, because, how do we know that there wasn't freaking other people besides white people as pilgrims? We don't. But the white people get the freaking rap, which is kind of bullshit. We don't know what all countries are there. I'm sorry, I don't consider the French people white. They're just a strange kind of French. That's all I got to say. Yeah. Like the Italians, are the Italians actually white people? No, they're Italians. They know how to make ravioli. I've never seen a white person make ravioli, and Rachel Ray doesn't count because, she'll make anything look like something just to eat it. Yep. I don't have no trees. I got Christmas lights up, but it's only the white ones. And the only reason I call it Christmas lights because that's the name on the box, Christmas lights. But I have them up year-round. Yeah, I'm one of those dudes that use the small Christmas lights. Hang them up to light up my backyard. Yeah. It's a whole lot cheaper to run those lights than it is to Just leave your porch light on if you really look at it. All right, Chef Kicker, I'm glad you made it home safely. Hopefully you're not stressed. Roll that beautiful cigarette and grab you that coffee. Yeah, no idea, McKenna. I don't watch him anymore. He's gone over the cuckoo's nest, and I'll explain more later on that. Yeah, exactly, Lady D. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Like I say, I call it as it is. If I hurt somebody's feelings, oh well. Truth hurts. But, truthful, being hurt by the truth definitely feels a lot better than being hurt by a lie. And a lot of people don't realize that. And they're finally waking up to the politics and this and that. And they got to keep freaking looking at it. If Christmas wasn't about Christ, then why is Christ's name in Christmas? Think about it. Mr. Scrooge and the Grinch Associates commercialize Christmas just so they can make the money. Scrooge freaking sells you the stuff, you pay all these freaking amounts of stuff, and then Mr. Grinch will go over there and freaking steal your Christmas tree along with the presents and everything else afterwards. And then you find it all at the pawn shops. Yeah, think about it. Yeah. Yep, I used to like Tyler, but, like you said, everything else. Alrighty, I'm being summoned to send an email, so let's see what email I'm going to send. Meeny, meeny, miny, mo. Do I send her the recipe one? Do I send it to the one for the silver stacking community? That'd be a hoot. I'm always looking on her community page. Yeah, and if you want to know where Shift and I go throughout the day, we don't go as a team, but, we end up meeting there all the time because, if you haven't checked it out and just watch, you don't even have to purchase anything. Just watch the show, listen, laugh, and, then they got free raffles. You'll learn real quick how to do the free raffles, but then you got to learn all the new rules. I'm still a newbie there, but I'll talk about it. And yeah, but yeah. Okay, I'm gonna copy this link. Okay. Yeah. You could change your channel name. I'm just going to be clarifying. You could change your channel name, but if you're still going to talk about the same stuff, you're going to get freaking knocked down again. That's all I got to say. And I've been warning the young man, and like I warn everybody else, it's not what you say, right, Elon Musk? It's how you say it. Right, Bill Gates? Yeah. See? That's the whole thing. I feel bad for him, but he doesn't take advice that is freaking true and trusted. I've been on since like a week after YouTube started. And I've watched people go up and down. Speaking of which, who's coming up? It's Shipkicker.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning. Well, happy news. I hear that everything went well.
You need echo cancellation.
Oh, well, you see, I was going solo, so can you echo me? Echo me?
Echo. Better. Thank you.
Earth to echo. Are you still there?
Yeah. No, everything went great this morning. So just as planned. The only thing is they did a spinal because she'd had that slight tear in her esophagus earlier. That's still not quite healed. So they couldn't put a tube down her throat. So they just did it with a spinal freeze from the waist down, and I think that actually stressed her out less.
Oh, really?
To be honest, because she didn't have the recovery, waking up part and all of that, and being put under, and being on too much oxygen and all of that. I think it was actually better for her.
Oh, okay. I
Which
still
is
think she
crazy.
should have taken like 5 tequila shots and she would have felt better. Well, that's me.
Yeah, but I mean, you know how when someone comes to from a surgery, they're groggy and you can't really talk to them. Well, she was just like she was when we brought her in at 6 o'clock in the morning.
That is awesome. That sounds like
You know
me
what I
when they
mean?
put me out. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
she
nurses
was
already
just
know.
normal.
I wake up,
Yeah,
if I don't say coffee, something's wrong. I had too much anesthesia or something. Because
yep.
I
She
always, the
was like
first thing I say is coffee.
she was like totally normal. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't all drugged up.
No,
Uh-huh.
that is
So,
awesome. So
yep.
everything
So
went
things
well
went
with
good.
what they did, right?
Oh yeah, they said it was easier than they expected. So yep. Everything went way better than they expected even. So yeah.
So did the
24 to 48 hours should be out. Yep.
yeah, so did the doctor come in and sing to her to tell her what was going on? Said, "'Cause you're easy, easy like Sunday morning." He should have. I think she would have gotten a kick out of it, a giggle too, even though
Yeah,
she probably doesn't need to be giggling. But
right.
yeah. Well,
I mean,
thank you, Lord. Thank you for the prayers.
oh, I know. Not to say it's not going to hurt when everything comes to. It may, but
Yeah,
for right now, she was in a really good mood, and she said the anesthesiologist that was in there
yeah,
had her got yelled at by the doctor or the surgeon because he made her laugh.
yeah.
So yeah, so it was a good group of people that she had too, which is great. You
Yeah.
just never know, but yeah, glad it's done. And
Sorry. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, you're right, Debbie. Prayers were answered.
yes, absolutely, Debbie. Prayers were answered. And I don't know if anybody seen my prayer I dropped on my community tab this morning at 1 a.m. when yeah,
Yes, I did. That's the first thing I looked at this morning when I got up because I knew it was, I figured you're going to put something because
yeah.
of the
And
day.
it's,
So
yeah. And I wasn't just praying for my family, I was praying for
everybody.
anybody that needed it. Yep.
hmm And that's how I read it. But I knew looking inside the words, between the words, I knew you
Between
talk
the
about,
lines. Yep.
yeah, you talk about your stepmom also. So, or
Yeah.
your mom-in-law, should I say, not stepmom. Sorry.
Yeah. Mother in law. Nope. It's all good. I'm like I said, it's a beautiful day. It's actually 26 degrees. The sun's shining.
Yeah,
So yeah, we're gonna
that
hit
is
40
awesome.
degrees. What the heck?
Yeah.
Barely made 30 yesterday, and we're gonna hit 40 today.
Oh, wait till I do one tomorrow. It's going to get up to 71.
Dang.
Hey, AB. No, AB, I
Morning,
can't
AB.
read. I use my translator thing, and it reads it for me. Come on now. Us people in Texas, we don't know how to rope cows and dig holes to get oil out of the ground. That's all we know how to do around here in the South, the real South.
Yep. And I am gonna say something to the fact of that gold star tree. I know that there was a report of 15 service people. I'm not gonna say men because two of them were not, that requested their names not to go on that tree.
Oh,
Or their family members requested their names not to go on it.
yep.
Why
Which
is that?
because they see the hypocrisy.
Ooh, Debbie.
Oh, today. Yeah. Today's today's channel is also sponsored by the letter H for hypocrisy. Yeah. And the
Yep.
hypocrites in Washington. Yeah. Yeah. Hypocrite starts with the letter H. What are they trying to hide? Hey, that starts with H too.
Right. True.
And
And
Beach Armor reports that there's a tree that fell down. She yells, "Timber!" days after it fell down. Yeah. B,
what part of Minnesota you coming to, Debbie? Just out of curiosity. because there's
Yeah.
there's all parts
B, I
northern.
tried to warn you. Were you outside when the tree fell down while you're glaring at the beaver moon? Because the beaver moon was the other morning, so, You know how beavers like to chomp on wood. So, yeah, but now you're going to have to find somebody else because the beavers are all now hiding because of the beaver moon and they're hibernating and doing their winter thing. And
Right.
so you better get your chainsaw out, get your axe.
Yeah, Be Charming. That was actually in military news. It was not in, um, you know, everyday news that these servicemen and their families did not want their names on this tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, you're not going to see it in the mainstream. Oh,
I
not too
know,
far
'cause-
from where my son lives, Debbie. Cool.
yeah,
That's where he is.
yeah,
Crosby Brainerd area. Yep.
yeah. And that's why I've always wanted Gary
Aiken.
Sinise to run. I really wish he'd go into politics and run. He may not be ready for being president, but he'd be an awesome vice president and then be able to step up and take over. Because he does support the troops, he does support families. He's a retired actor. He actually has a band too, pretty decent band, a whole lot better than all the other, people that have bands, that are famous. And yeah. Be Charming's like, who? Gary
I'm trying.
Sinise. Lieutenant Dan! Lieutenant Dan, would you like some ice cream? Yeah, he played Lieutenant Dan in Forrest Gump. Yeah. He was taking care of veterans, military, and the families and all that, even before Wounded Warrior Project and everybody else blew up with their stuff. But I still support Wounded Warrior Project too. It's a good one.
Yep.
Reverend X like, who? No, not that who. No.
Now, right now, I know two veterans that are actually benefiting big time from the Wounded Warrior Project.
Yeah.
They were able to get the one guy was able to get a specialized wheelchair, being he lost one leg and then they had to take the other one recently,
Yeah.
and he needed a specialized wheelchair,
Yep.
and he would have not been able to get it through the vets. So Wounded Warrior Project is actually taking care of that for him, which is amazing.
Yeah. You'd be surprised. Everybody thinks, oh, the VA will get you anything you want. On some stuff they do, some stuff they don't. I mean, I've seen it, like you're saying, they got a specialized wheelchair for him. Yeah, I've seen it where the vet had he lost both arms and a leg and needed a wheelchair. And they gave him a regular wheelchair. Well, how's he going to freaking move the wheelchair around when he has no legs? And he had no family. He was a single vet. So how's he going to move himself around? Hello, Wounded Warrior.
And that's exactly what they wanted to do at the VA, is just give him this regular wheelchair, that, and he needed a specialized wheelchair to be able to still be able to, and not only that, to be able to maintain life. I mean, otherwise he'd had to go to a home of some kind or something, because he wouldn't be able to take care of things. So I mean, his dad he has a tiny home that his dad built for him out in the back 40s of the property, and he built everything lower so he can access it. But even so, in a regular wheelchair, it's difficult to maneuver.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Yeah, Reverend Eck, I feel you. When stuff is too far away from where you live, sometimes the best thing to do is just hold on to it. And when it's time, you'll run into somebody that's heading that way, and they'll, and you'll be like, hey, I got this stuff. Do you mind doing me a favor and dropping this off? And be surprised, somebody will. It's just timing.
Right.
So,
And Rubbernecker, you can also look for the colleges that actually teach prosthetics, where it teaches people how to make them, and you can donate those back to the school, and they will actually redo them to make them usable for others.
Well,
Just so you know.
sometimes, have you ever checked in with if you got a local VA office there? Just walk in and ask them the question one day when you're driving by. Just ask them.
Yep.
Hey, I got this, but I can't travel all that way. Believe it or not, some of those VA offices will transport veterans to their medical appointments. And if they're going to that city, they can get the driver to drop those prosthetics. All you do is drop them off at the office, and they'll make sure they get there. Yeah, I've not personally used the van system because the times of my appointments versus when they go are completely off. They leave first thing in the morning, like 6:30 in the morning. They travel the 4 hours or longer to get to the hospital, and then they leave like at 3 o'clock. And my appointment's like at 2:30. No guarantee that they'll see me at 2:30, and I'll be there till 6 o'clock. So I'm usually forced to drive. So luckily that Mr. T had put in that act where if it's more than so much, I can get the VA to do local because, yeah,
Right.
just driving those 4 hours was killing my neck and shoulders and stuff where I have my injuries. So, I mean, I'd stop before it wasn't so bad when I was getting the physical therapy I needed, but it's hard to get the physical therapy now. And so I have to do it self. Before I used to stop every hour just to stretch and all that. And now I gotta like stop every 20 to 30 minutes when I'm driving. So that's why I don't drive out of this state and all that other stuff most of the time. Because I know if I got people with me, they'll get tired of me freaking having to stop.
Yep. Yep.
You know. But sometimes it's not the VA, it's the litigation from the people in Washington, how they wrote the stuff. And sometimes it is the VA. It just depends on the people you have and all that. Luckily, the VA I have here have been pretty decent, majority of them. And I got people that I worked with and some that worked for me when we were active duty that went into the system. And, yeah, they take care of me. If I ever have any problems, I mention it to them and they look into it and they can fix what's going on. I don't try to use them too much because, hey, I know their job's freaking hectic too, but I appreciate everything they do. So, even though I do rag on the VA at times, there are a lot of great people there too. There's just some shitty people you need to get out of there.
I'll agree with you on that one.
But that's everywhere. There's shitty people at McDonald's. That's why they're freaking putting in robots. Some people think it's because, oh, well, we're having to pay them $50 an hour to flip burgers. No, some of them just don't know how to flip burgers. Yeah, some of them just don't know how to take a shower and be clean before they handle food.
Boy, Be Charming took that right out of my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna say, is there any like local,
Yep, Lions
clubs
Club.
around, Lions Club or any of them around? Yep, because they'll come get them and get them to where they need to go too.
Yep,
a lot of them.
And the worst comes worse. I know the boys' club is basically minute, but there might still be an office around. And this is the thing I really hated when they freaking tore down the establishment of the boys' club, because they did more for veterans than the Brownies and the Girl Scouts have done. So yeah, you contact the Girl Scouts, they're like, sorry, we don't do that.
Yep.
We sell cookies.
Dennis.
Hey, Dennis. How you doing?
I love you bunches, and yep, you're going to be in my prayers, you and your family.
Yep. So how much did you win yesterday, Dennis?
Just so y'all know, Dennis is an awesome person, and he's mod extraordinaire.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
And it's fun when you see Shift and him both up on the races, racing each other. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Go.
It's better when we're both in chat modding.
Yeah.
He's doing half and I'm doing the other half, which works out bomb, especially for Miss Ashley.
Yeah. Okay, not to change the subject, but I don't want to forget this one. When's the
What's that?
last time you've had your eyes checked, people? They're finally coming out with reports that, yeah, if you have other problems in your body, there's a test they could do. And believe me, I go through this every 2 years. I get my eyes checked every year, get my glasses every year. But I get this done. They put me in, it's like two different separate tests. One's with flashing lights and all this other stuff. I can't even name the machines. But they basically check every portion of your eye and they can see if there's anything going on in your body from diabetes to cancer, not only glaucoma and everything else. And the only reason I mention it, it's kind of common sense if you do go with an eye doctor every year or every 2 years. But if you don't, you
Yep.
should get that done.
I
Most,
just had mine done the end of last month, or no, beginning of this month. I had it done, and they over dilated one of my eyes. So
yep,
the next day, I had one that was normal and one that was still dilated. Took
yep,
almost 48 hours for my eye to go back to normal, but yeah. So that can happen, just so you know.
yep. So half the time, and you don't have to fill out all this stuff. Yeah, of course, you got to fill out your thing if you haven't been there in over a year, address, insurance, all this other stuff. But, the normal stuff you do in any office. But they're not going to take your blood pressure. They're going to not tell you that you can't eat beforehand. They're not going to freaking ask you all these stupid questions that you should be able to do in the test. The machine brings everything up. And if there's anything going on in your body, it brings it up. And then they can send that report over to your doctor, and then you got to answer all the 50 freaking questions that the machine already answered all over again on a piece of paper or verbally when you meet up with the nurse or the doctor. And then they're going to start looking at the places and stuff. But prevention, is the number one thing. And like, who was it? Rubberneck said, yep. First and foremost is, the window is the eye to the soul. Well, they can look at your body with these machines now through the eyes. And they're not looking through your body really. They're just looking at the connections in your eyes and all that, and they can tell you what's going on. So save your own life. And if you got somebody you got to take to the eye doctor, don't let them put it off. Especially if they're acting weird or they're saying they're feeling funny. You can find out what's going on. Hey, Mr. Boswell, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Boswell. Hopefully you're having a great day and feeling much better.
Yeah. Yep, be charming. I understand that one. My sister, who's a doctor, and I think I've schooled her more than she learned in school to become a doctor, and she's been a doctor for over 20 years. She's part-time now because she retired and decided to come back in and do it so she could pay for her son's second school, which I told her she should have made him work for a second one. She decided to change careers. But, hey, that's there. Nobody listens to Tress when he gives advice. But she's starting to listen. Okay, this is something they don't tell you when you're young at the doctor's office. It's something they don't tell you in school. But the moment you go outside a lot, you should be wearing sunglasses, period. Doesn't care if it's cloudy or not. The less you wear sunglasses for any lazy reason you can give, the better chances you're going to have glaucoma. And I won't be surprised if by the middle of next year, it'll say June. I'm thinking May more, but I'll say June, just give them a month. They're going to say that glaucoma rates are out the window because people don't wear sunglasses very often anymore. They're more interested, oh, well, I can put my music and listen to my music while I have sunglasses on. Yeah. That's the cool thing. Now, the cool thing is save your eyesight. You don't have to go through the eye surgery things. Yeah, it's high tech and stuff. But my sister ended up getting an infection in her eye. And I don't know if it was due to the eye drops because she had this before they reported the eye drop thing or not. But she had glaucoma. She had the surgery, and she's lost vision on that left eye quite a bit. She's probably going to be completely blind in that one. And she was worried she had to get it done in the other eye. Luckily, that one is taken, and she has full vision in that one. But still, she's still worried. She's a single mom now, and she's worried how she's gonna adapt. Well, I told her, she'll adapt. God will take care of her. She's strong. You know, have to. She's my sister. She sort of raised me during those rough 10 years. It was just me and her. Well, the parents are doing their thing. The parents do. So yeah. Hey, Silver Paws. Good morning. Good to see
Morning,
you.
Silver Paws.
Has Silver Paws ever seen what you look like?
No.
Has anybody in the Silver community ever seen what you look like?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, Silver Paws, she may not show her face. She's had a rough morning, but she's got long hair. That's all I'm going to
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
She gets on her bike when it's nice and warm, and it's like the Al Bundy thing. It's that Al Bundy. She gets on as she's born to be wild, and her hair is just, her tail's flapping in the wind underneath her helmet. Yeah.
Yep.
So cool. And you don't even want
And
to
I,
talk about
and I do
1800.
want to give Silver Paws mucho credit for his birthday bash that he raised over $500 for Wounded Warrior Project on
Yep.
his birthday. Instead of
Mhm.
doing a fun, a birthday party for himself, he gave it away, which, to me, that is so commendable. So thank you, Silver Paws, for being you.
Yep. And that's one of the things that drew me. Well, besides Ashley being funny, me and her Meg freaking making me roll, and then she showed me her life, just showed me her knife and scared the crap out of me. And Silver Paws freaking supporting Wounded Warrior with all the other ones that do. I mean, that really hit my heart. You know, I can't
Yep.
remember the totals that they raised all together, and the channel that raised it, but they raised quite a bit for Wounded Warrior with the help of the Blue Angels this
Yep.
past was it a week or so ago? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And they show proof that they donated it all and all that. So it's not like, oh, they collected and yeah, they keep a percentage and all that. They don't do that. They give it completely. It's all for them.
Yep.
Their time, their love. It's all given with love, and you see it.
Yippers.
But and I'll mention it because they're in here, and I'm pretty sure they've seen it because they've been here already before. I do have, without the help of Surf Kicker this morning, I was able to link music by Ron. That's Adam's dad.
Adam J. Newsmatic, Nurse Pneumatic.
Yeah, that's the
Got a
reason I
long
don't say
name.
it because I don't know how to say nurse pneumatic. Yeah, so sounds like I'm hyper when I try to say his name. And he's actually in a couple of the videos, so you should see how Adam looked.
Yep.
I saw how he looked this past weekend versus the videos. I'm like, wow. Sort of looks the same, but different. Yeah. So,
Yeah, Adam J. was a big part of the Veterans Day Wounded Warrior Project. He did all of the spreadsheets and kept track of where everything went and to whom. And yeah, I mean, he's an amazing young man. He really is.
well, all everybody in the silver community is. And that's why I say, one, credit to Shift Kicker and Dennis Bub because they're both freaking awesome freaking mods for this silver community. But Shift Kicker posts on a community every day who's going live on the silver communities, and she does others too if they happen to go live, but mostly it's the silver communities. And you'll have a blast. All you got to do is just put it on and listen to it. You'll enjoy yourself with conversations they have. Eventually, you'll learn who they are, their names, what they do, why they're doing it, and all that other stuff. So, and there's no drama except when you hear the smackdown like they had to do yesterday on that one young kiddo that wanted to be disrespectful to everybody. But we get those
Yeah,
everywhere, unfortunately.
yeah.
Yeah, I think the most drama you're going to have is somebody starts crying because they won something they didn't expect to win or was given.
Uh-huh. Or if somebody gives something to them that, yeah, they
Hmm.
win it and they give it away. That
Yep.
happens a lot,
Yep.
you know? So, no,
Yep.
I like it because, one, because no drama.
Yep.
Two, everybody needs a break from the news and what's happening in the world, you know, and
Yep.
just to go have some fun, even if it's just some giggles and laughs, you know?
Yep.
And like I say, 99.9% of them all have super big hearts. So, yep.
Yep. Speaking of news, I got to mention this one. It's been issued warning about 2 hours ago by Newsweek.com. FDA issues warning over tainted, I'll repeat, tainted cheese contaminated with listeria. So yet another food has listeria all over it. So go to Newsweek.com, or if you got the Microsoft app, go to that and look at the news thing. Type in FDA issues warning, or type in tainted cheese on Google, Bing, or DuckDuckGo, whatever you use, and look it up, and you'll see which brands and all that. So just figure I mentioned that one because last week was cantaloupes, this week's cheese. In between was hamburgers and other things. Yeah,
Right.
aren't you getting tired of all that? Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, how and why? You'd think after this has happened all these times that they'd find a better way to stop it, prevent it.
Mm-hmm. So never once have I ever heard that silver's been recalled due to listeria. Just saying. And maybe one of the podcasts will use that in their interest thing. This is a community you can come to where you're guaranteed not to get listeria. Listeria.
Yeah. I mean,
Just joking.
what was it? Lettuce earlier this year and spinach, baby spinach. I mean, it's been one thing after another. It's kind of nuts. For sure.
Well, Server Paz, you're lucky I let you use her because I'm sorry. I'm gonna claim dibs on Shift Kicker because I haven't heard nobody ever say dibs. I'm like dibs. That's
Well,
it.
but
I'm just
in
joking. Man.
reality, Trust, if it wasn't for you, I'm going to be honest, I would have never done a live. I would have never started up my channel the way it is. And yeah, so
Yeah,
you have dibs
yeah.
because it was
I had
all
to
done
put
on
on
a
my
bet.
I had to put on my fluffy freaking slippers and kick her in the butt to freaking come up and do a channel. So, and I'm glad I knew, just talk to her, meeting her, getting up here to talk that first time. It's like, yeah, she's got what it takes. And she does. And we used to hang out 101, and she just, I remember when she started modding there, she'd be like so slow a little bit and all that. And the next thing I know, she just bypassed me. It's like, okay, I'm retired. Shift Kicker retired me from modding. Let's just put it that way. If I have anybody to give credit to or to blame, whichever way you want to view it, because there's always two sides. It's Shift Kicker. She gets the credit to retire me as a modder, and she gets the credit for so. And I still mod some channels, but most of the time, I'm like, hey, get them shipped.
Yeah, well,
What's more dirty than others? Uh-oh.
some they're in all YouTube genres, as you can put it. Some channels just are not good, and just like there's some channels that all they do is clickbait in the prepping community, and there's some channels in in the silver community that are one either just there for the money and overcharge and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it happens in all communities. You
Yep.
just have to find the good channels.
Yeah, but one thing I have not found really is clickbait. There's none in that other community. I mean, we're all technically
Thanks,
a big
Dennis.
YouTube community, but I have not found no clickbait. The world's going to end in 24 hours. Buy all my gold now. Yeah, you don't see crap like that. There's rioting in the streets in New York. Buy your silver and gold now. It might not
Stay
be
blessed,
here
Silver
next week.
Paws.
No, don't see
And
stuff.
guys, watch for a link for Silver Paws for Friday.
Yep. And you can
For
post them up
sure.
there. I'm doing this all week long on this
Yep.
channel for the silver community. And of course, the number one reason, because I promised Adam that I was going to push music for Ron. That's linked up on my chat link.
Yep.
So go check him out. We
Harvest
moved up to, I
Experience,
think,
good
30
morning.
or 31 freaking subs. So let's get him up to at least 50 before Friday, please. You
Yeah.
don't want me to go this weekend because I really want to spend it with the silver community this weekend. But if I got to go live, you ain't going to like it. I'll play Reveille at freaking 4:30 in the morning and wake everybody up. You know how the military felt. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Nope. Yeah, there's a lot of good streams on Fridays, for sure.
Well, actually, all weekend, most of the time. Fridays was
Friday,
the birthday
Saturday,
day.
Sunday. Yeah.
The only thing I got to do, I got to limit myself on there. I got to like take a break because some of the streams will go like for 5 hours. And, you know, last time I did 5, 6 hour, I think my longest was like a 13, 14-hour stream. I don't know how I survived that doing it, but of course I had a lot of people on panel running the show too. So, but yeah.
Yep.
I didn't once get up to do a reverse copy or anything else. But when I did, oh my God, I reversed that copy and then I passed the you know what out.
Yep.
So
Yes, I do. I take reverse coffee breaks. Yes, I do.
okay, I haven't heard about this. Maybe you have.
What's that, hon?
They're reporting a class action settlement with Bank of America. Customers have 14 days to file exclusion and a $500,000 something or another.
Nope.
A communication settlement. I haven't heard nothing about it. Could this be the beginning? Could this be the crack of Bank of America closing more?
Could be.
I
Not
don't know.
sure.
Do your own research. Go check out the WashingtonExaminer.com and find out. Oh my God. Just when we thought we were getting rid of some of the illegals, there's an unprecedented migrant wave heading to the U.S., prompting Costa Rica to declare state of emergency. Yeah, so yet alone more people are coming. I say we just put
it depends on what the content is on the show, whether they lose interest or not. And it does depend on if the panel's interacting with chat.
Yeah.
So, yep. That's all I had to say on that.
Yeah.
You
always
right
got to
back. I do
include
need
chat in
coffee.
sometimes. Yeah. You know, sometimes run long. The whole thing is, so far I haven't met one that's ran 5 hours that has not kept my interest. Obviously, if I'm not doing a reverse coffee break, let alone anything else, yeah, I'm still eating in between there. Because I just, open up my shade thing and I can go to the other room, microwave some dinner. Hey, Marshmallow Man, good morning. Hopefully it's warmer today. Okay, Seca Plata. I got to look that one up. I may already be subscribed to him, but I'm not too sure. I got to look. If I spell it right, it'd help. Hey, see, I like that. The spelling's right. It comes up right off the bat. All right. All right. Well, okay. There you go. I've added him on there. And wait a minute. Trying to see. It might have been a previous one, or is he actually live right now? I can't tell. It's freaking commercials. No, it's a recording. He already did this. Okay. That always throws me off when they still have the live up there. Is Chef Kicker here? Or did she freaking time out? No, she's muted. Okay. You don't think it's any warmer? Dang. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any tents for him to live in, Mr. Boswell. And the way Governor Abbott has it set up, they're going to have to walk all the way to California. Actually, probably New Mexico to come in, and it's even going to be worse there because, you know, New Mexico gets more snow than Texas does. So trying to see if I missed anybody. Okay, Harvest Mary, good morning.
Yeah, Saca Plata is, like he said, a lot of auctions and that kind of thing, which is
Yep.
really cool to watch. And I have checked them out. I am subbed, Dennis.
No. It will happen soon. Probably my fridge just quit, but freezer is working.
And Dennis is their awesome mod, just so you know.
Yeah. So, Harvest Mary, when's the last time you vacuumed the vents and cleared out the drainage in your refrigerator? You know, do the yearly or semi-yearly maintenance on your refrigerator. Because that would save half of it. People don't realize doing that pre-maintenance stuff will save your appliances longer. I had a washing machine that was like 40 years old. And because I did my pre-maintenance on it, that sucker lasted for 40 years before I had to replace it. And I've never bought a dryer. I've always had hand-me-down dryers. And the last one I've had for 15 years. I do pre-maintenance on that. So are my vehicles. I never try to get rid of a vehicle, buy a new one just because I want a new one. I just keep the maintenance on it and keep it going. It's like the older vehicles, you just do the pre-maintenance. It's cheaper. You know the
Way
vehicle.
cheaper.
Yeah. It's like a woman. You don't trade the woman in just because she's got a couple of quirks. Hell, you never have a woman then, because women would be freaking trading you in every 10 minutes. Because women like to window shop. You gotta have some standards there, guys. Come on now, treat the woman right, especially treating you right. Yeah. So she likes to furnish
And
you when you
women
won't
treat
get
your
out of
men
bed.
right. You know, respect them for what they do to help you.
Yeah.
Please, because I see a lot of disrespect from women to men, which is not right, in my opinion.
I love it when a
Just
woman
not.
complains. I see it on TikTok. When I see it on YouTube, they put the TikTok videos because I'm not subscribed to TikTok, but you know they show the videos on YouTube. When a woman complains, I wish he'd stop missing the hamper. Why can't he just lift it and put it in the hamper? Well, you know, he did wake up at 3:30 in the morning, shovel the driveway, warm up your car, defrosted it, went and go filled it up because you failed to freaking fill it up with gas, and then came back home, then got a cup of coffee, got dressed, and then went to work and just got home from a 14-hour shift. And you're more worried about because he left his socks on the ground. Yeah, once you get your butt up at 4 o'clock and defrost your own vehicle after shoveling, you know, the driveway and stuff. Yeah.
Holy
You got to look at it from
Harvest Mary
perspective,
Moon.
you know.
Yep. She said she's gone through 12 sets of washers and dryers. Nope. I'm on my second set in 45 years. So, yay.
Yeah, pre-maintenance does really work. It really does.
Yep. And keeping especially keeping the washing machines clean, those front loaders.
Yep.
My son will never own one, thank God, because the house he bought, when we went to do some maintenance on it, it was so full of mold. You could have scraped it into buckets. It was disgusting.
Yep.
And they were using that to wash their clothes in. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, adding a little mold to the clean clothes. Yeah, that'll get you further. Then you wonder why you got allergies. Yeah.
Right. Indian burial ground, huh? More like a washer dryer burial ground.
Yeah.
I love you, Harvest Mary Moon.
Yeah. Ooh. Today I'm going to try blueberry Swisher Sweet. I got a package of Swishers. Well, I got a package and they had different flavors of Swisher Sweets in them. So instead of rolling and smoking, I'll just light one of them up.
There you go.
Why not? You only
Yeah,
live
there you
once,
go,
and the end of the
Mr.
world's at the
Boswell.
end of the month, and tomorrow's the end of the month. So we're all going to die.
That's
Then, needless
awesome.
to say, here's one thing, and you don't realize it. On your stuff that runs your local water, if you have hard water, eventually the calcium buildup will start jacking that stuff up, like your water heaters. It can clog up your washers too. That's why it's good that you know in the summer you disconnect your turn off the water on your washer, take out the hoses, and just run water through them. Be surprised if you got real hard water. The calcium will be in those hoses. You'll know it. And sometimes it's better just to buy new hoses and switch them out in your washer. And you'll know if you got problems with the calcium buildup because when you disconnect it from the washer on the backside, you'll see it connecting on the rivets where the hose goes. Yeah. Sort of like, your batteries in your vehicle. You get all that freaking acid buildup and you got to disconnect the terminals and freaking clean them and stuff. Yep. I'll do the same thing. Well water will do it too. It's got its own minerals in there.
Yep.
Well, I got to say, this blueberry smells good. I don't know if it tastes good. I don't know if I want to light it. It smells good. I just gonna stay here sniffing the cigar.
Uh-oh. He's turning into a sniffer. just teasing.
Ooh, oh, it smells better when you burn it. Ooh, yeah, it's almost like an inscented cigar. Ooh, colors. I see blueberry colors.
Oh my.
Mr. Boswell has a 21-year-old dryer. Yep. Yeah, when
Oh
I
yeah,
had this,
like I said, we're only on our second set in 45 years. So yeah, they can last. Just got to clean them out. And I have hard water. So yeah, I make sure that my washer gets cleaned out. I run vinegar and baking soda through it. And yep, breaks all that crap down.
Beach Arm says
Like
the
you
grape wrappers make her lips.
numb. Mine too. Uh-huh.
Yeah, see? Even Mr. Boswell, and it's at 4 months. The filter. Sam, people don't realize there's filters in the washer. And I mentioned that a couple of weeks ago. All you got to do is type in your brand, Google it, type in your brand of washer, and just type in there filters on your washer.
Or maintenance, even.
Yeah.
How do I do maintenance? And
I'll
they'll
give you
tell
a
you.
schematic and tell you how to look for it and take it off and all that. Dryer's a little bit simpler, except, you definitely need to take the back off part and vacuum in there too, because, you'll find all those socks that disappeared, as I say. But the good thing is you don't have to do that every month. You just do it once every 6 months or once a year.
Yep.
But
once a month I do a clean of my washing machine though.
Mm-hmm.
And twice a month if my guys have been hunting. Yeah. Only because it's in my head that I've washed all those Aki hunting clothes. Uh-huh.
Let me see. I'm thinking you're trying to wash the hunting clothes, and the song that's going in your head. I hear voices in my head. They talk to me. They talk to me. I can remember the band that sings that song, but that's a Ranton Gordon WWE entrance song. So yeah, it's called Voices in the Head.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, if you see what those clothes look like when they come in, especially after they, get a deer and they gut it in the woods and all of the above, and they, drag it out. And yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not pretty.
Yeah. And I almost guarantee you haven't asked if they ran into a zombie deer, because, what if they rubbed up against a zombie deer and you have to clean the freaking clothes? Yeah, you got to handle that a little bit more differently. You don't want to get that zombie stuff all over you. Yeah.
Right.
Just saying. Yeah, Dennis. Well, sometimes the filter's not in the back. That's why I say Google your brand, type in like just says maintenance, or just type in filter after you put in the type of washer and find out where your filter's at. Because some brands have filters in other places than others. So just depends on how old your washer is and all that other stuff. That's why I do not recommend. I mean, I know they look neat and all that, but don't buy the brand new washer dryers. They're all in one. If one goes out, then you don't have either. Think about it.
Unless you absolutely do not have the space. Still
Well,
works out cheaper than going to the laundromat and not knowing who washed their clothes and them before you. So, yep.
Yep.
I mean, I do understand that some people have to because they just don't have the space. But
Yep.
if you don't have to, yeah.
Yep. I agree, Lady D. I recommend top washers over the front loaders any day. But also,
I like
before you
that.
buy one, make sure who owns the company. Yesterday, I mentioned like GE. China owns majority of all the electronics now in GE. So yeah, do you really want to buy something made in China? Will it really last? You know, they bought it, and they're going to make it cheaper than what the American company was making it for. And are the parts going to last? Do you know how to fix it? This is stuff that's real easy. It's like when you're, what do you call it? On the dryer, when your heating element goes out. The newer models is going to cost you an arm and a leg to buy the whole heating element to put on there. But if you got an older model one, I think I paid $11. I googled the schematic because my dryer's so old now that my manual deteriorated in its slot, and so when I Googled, showed me how to do it, and now I know where the heating element is. So when your dryer's not heating, don't automatically think it's the tumbler or the belt for the tumbler. Normally, if it's just heat, but it's still wanting to run, it's a heating element. $11. I went to an appliance shop, got it, put it on. Took about 20 minutes, and it would have taken less, but I got a small washroom, so I had to move stuff and fandangle everything just to get to it. And then put it on, and it worked perfectly. It's been like that for the last 2-3 years now.
Yep. And Dennis, I have what they call hunter soap. It's special laundry soap that takes all that stuff out. So, yep. Cannot throw them clothes out. They're way expensive.
Yep. No deer urine left, as I call it.
None of that either. Takes everything out.
Yep.
It's expensive. Don't get me wrong. The soap is, but well worth the price.
Yep. So speaking of appliances and mentioning China, everybody in the chat that's got a smart TV, where's it from? Is it from China? Because the first thing you should be asking, why is it smart? Is it smart for the consumer? Or is it smart for the company or the country that makes it? Dun dun dun. As you know, Facebook and everything else that's electronic, your phones and all that pick up We're talking about, appliances. I'm waiting to see when they drop frickin' stuff about appliances on my news feed. It happens. You can't avoid it all completely, but, do you really want your TV spying on you when you don't think it's spying on you? But it is. Are you putting tape on your, the microphone on your TV? My TV doesn't have a microphone. Are you sure about that? Yeah. Well, I like to say I got dumb TVs. The only thing that makes it smart is what I attach to it. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. If there's TVs in your house, like in other rooms that you're not using, when they're not in use, unplug them. Believe it or not, a TV still draws electricity even when it's not turned on, especially a lot of these flat screens.
Yep. And
So,
ladies, I'm gonna let you know right now. We already know what y'all do as a group in the bathrooms. You don't think there's apps on your phone that listen when you're in the bathroom? Your phone might be in your purse, but you're going in there. We're hearing you like break wind and talk about this, talk about that. Something's recording it on your phone. Yeah, think about it. So even when you think you're alone, you're not alone if you got one of those phones. So yeah.
well, and that's a fact. I mean, we can talk about like making something. Like the other day, I said I was making bread, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got off stream and I had like 9 different things about bread show up on my phone as suggestions. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Look, Amazon's got bread machines on sale. Dun dun dun. Walmart's got you know, their Black Friday sale of bread machines. Dun dun dun. Yeah. But you should have seen the picture of her loaves of bread. Oh my God, they look so good. I'm like, I had to make myself a sandwich. Wasn't the same bread, but hey, it made me
And
hungry.
I didn't use a bread machine. They were done by hand, and then you can see the one end and the one even
Yep.
where I folded it in.
Yep.
Kind of funky looking, but it still tastes good. My neighbor really appreciates it when I bring her bread. So, yep. Doesn't last her long, but
Yeah.
she appreciates it.
All right, Dennis. Thanks for dropping
Have a
by.
great-
Enjoy work. Yep. We'll see you
Yep,
another
have a great
time.
day.
Yep.
Yep. And stay blessed, Dennis. And like I said, your family's in my prayers.
Yep, Rubberneck. I covered that about a month or two ago. Well, no, actually, it's like more than 2 months ago. That if you got anything electric, put on a power strip. Now, when you're not using it, you got a TV, if you got a cable box or anything else, or VCR or whatever, put it all in the same power strip. So when you're done using it and leaving the room, just hit that power switch and it cuts off all the power. It cannot pull any freaking power from that power strip. I did that and I saved, it was like close to $60 every month by doing that. Oh, sorry, I got a message. Oh, man.
You're welcome, sweetheart.
Yeah. Prayers, brother.
You just never know.
Yeah.
That's you like some. That's why I always say, say hi to somebody, smile at somebody. You just never know what they're going through.
Yeah. And that's why I say you don't know what's going to happen in 5 minutes, 24 hours. So tell them you love them.
Exactly. Fact. I know sometime today I may end up needing a nap. Getting up at 4 a.m. was not my cup of tea after being up until 11.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Now you know how I feel when I get up at 3 o'clock every morning or 3:30. Today I did. And I came on my laptop, and before I even turned it on, I freaking started dozing off again. So I laid back down on the couch to take another nap. And I got up and saw that Keto Homestead with Jess was on. I'm like, yes. And take my
Yeah.
time doing the stream this morning.
And you know how many times I've had to resub to her?
Yep.
They keep
Oh, I had to
unsubscribing
resub to her
me.
this morning. I'm like, what
Why
the
do
heck?
they do that to her? Drives me crazy. That's why I don't get notifications when she's going live. All of a sudden I'll see her, you know, when I'm looking through to see who's live. All of a sudden I see she's live. I go in there and I have to resub.
No.
I actually had a resub to Longboarding Mom this morning too.
Mm-hmm. That's
So-
what I like about Longboarding Mom. When she drops her videos, well, it's early her time, but it's like 2 o'clock in the morning my time. If I turn on my computer, I don't have a notification. She drops something. Either she didn't do a video or she did a video. And every time I don't have a video from her, then I go look to see if I'm subbed to her or not. Reverend Nick's like, yeah, pulling my hair. Like, hey, hubby, you're the one leaving all the lights on. Yeah, it's time to get the clapper.
Yup. Clap on. Clap off.
Yeah. That's probably one of the only times when they came out with that invention. They having the clap was good for you. Just saying.
Oh, why?
But I read a story yesterday, and I actually read the whole thing. I didn't even have the computer read it for me. I actually read it. I had my glasses. Half the time I can't find where my glasses are. You know, I know where everything else is, just my glasses. And I got 2 pairs. One's in the kitchen, doesn't leave there, no ifs, ands, or buts. And then the other one goes everywhere around the house. But they're talking about they did research in the United Kingdom, and they discovered a site with graves, and they did DNA testing on these graves because they weren't normal graves. They're just like, you know, back medieval times. And they found bones that had DNA with syphilis in it. So they're having to do more research on it because it throws their whole medical theory of how syphilis came about, how it formed, and everything else out the freaking window, because it was like, this was like 300 years before everything else, how they figured syphilis started and got spread. You got paid early, must be nice. I know that's clickbait, me Charmin. I'll go ahead and look at mine, but I know they don't pay me early. They always pay me at the same freaking time. They paid me early, I'd be at the grocery store right now going, oh, it's all yours, shift. I gotta go. No, not really. I wouldn't do that, but for some reason, ours just pays on time all the time. I got backlash from my town here because they're doing nominate a deserving woman that's helped out the community. They do that every year, which is not a big thing.
The reason people got paid early is because there was 5 Wednesdays this month. There was an article on it. People are thinking they're getting paid early, and actually they're not.
No, I think she's talking about retirement. Yep, I didn't get nothing.
Oh, retirement.
The Social Security should have gone through if you're talking about that one, but I haven't seen military pay yet. I'll be surprised if it comes in tomorrow, but it probably won't be till Friday. They like to hold on to it so they don't have to pay me interest. Hey, Lady D, you do that. You tell me how that goes. I used to do that when the kids were here. And I tell them it was always no notice because I'd wait for them to be on their Xbox getting involved in the game. They're screaming from the rooms because they're playing Call of Duty and all that. And I'd go over there and flip the freaking fuse. Like, and that's power outage. It used to drive them freaking nuts.
Oh, trust.
What? I was in their clan, so I
Funny.
knew. I would do that because I'd be on the clan. I'd be watching. I'd log into one of the Xboxes, and they didn't know I was watching them freaking do the thing because I wouldn't be playing. I'd just be watching them, and I purposely do that stuff. I would laugh my ass off. Hey, Chicken Noodle, good morning. Did the stream later just because some of y'all, like you and Be Charming, can't be here as early as I normally do it. So this one's for y'all.
Yep.
And hopefully I don't know. Harvest Mary, did you see my meme for the stream this morning? I think that was for you.
Bubble wrap.
Yep.
Yep. I know a few people that could probably use that.
Some of you need more protection than others. That's why I put it that way instead of just saying Harvest
Like,
Mary, here's your protection.
If you recall, Be Charming was going to go shopping with nothing on because it was so hot. She probably could have used that bubble wrap.
Yeah. Although it's still clear, the bubbles would have made it, like a 3D dimension thing. So, and half the clothes people wear nowadays in the grocery store when it's hot, they might as well just be naked, especially Walmart. I keep seeing those videos. I'm like, really? Oh. So let's see. Lady D was at work. Well, I'm assuming she's at work. She made coffee and she had a cheese sandwich. So that kind of threw me off. So they got a kitchen at her work, or is she at home not working today? Is she taking one of those?
Working from home.
Yeah. She taking one of those days, stay home because you're well days. I don't know if that's today or tomorrow. I believe that's tomorrow. Yes, there is a day for that. And did you happen to see they actually showed, they're making a big deal about it, which I think is kind of BS. I think they spent more, but they showed Rosalind Carter's memorial.
Yeah.
Or Carter, should I say? Sorry, not Carter. Sorry, talk like that northeastern accent, Carter. But and they talk more about, oh yeah, and here's the 5 living first ladies, and then they mentioned a couple of the past presidents. They were trying to make it a big deal that all the first ladies were there. It's like the deal, the whole deal was about Miss Carter, and then they had like a 2-second clip of showing, President Carter being rolled in. He's in bad shape. He should be in hospice, but I don't know if he had the clarity. He was there when she passed, but I don't know if he has the mental clarity and know. So
yeah.
So, I mean, I'm hoping he's able to go tomorrow. They didn't wear him out today because he looked pretty worn out just being there in the wheelchair. But prayers for him too. Eventually, they'll be joined.
Absolutely.
Together. It's one of those. They spent their whole life together. They're meant to be together, and I don't think he's going to make it a year without her. I think
no, I've seen that happen more than you want to know.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I figure by the time I'm I figure 10 years I'll be married 55 years, and add another 10 years to that, it'll be 65 when I'm in my 80s. So that's gonna be somebody I don't want to do without him now. So
I don't know. I got something I've been itching to talk about this week, but I know it's going to piss off some of the ladies in chat.
What's that?
I don't know. Should I talk about it?
Are you sure it's going to piss us off?
Oh, it probably will some of y'all. Not all of y'all, but some of y'all. And it shouldn't piss any of y'all off, but if you see the foundation of what I'm talking about, but if you're in that situation, then yeah, I'd piss you off. Because I'm not talking about anybody specific in chat. I'm just talking about women in general because the society and everything else that's going on. So, because y'all got a track record now. Unfortunately, the women are grouped together. So let's go to the PMS minute with Trust in God.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Hi, welcome to the PMS moment. All right. Why do I call it PMS? Yep, that's right. I'm talking to you women. Okay, society has allowed freaking all these divorces to go on. 80% of those divorces are by women. And just like abortion, I don't want all the other facts and all that other crap put in. We're just talking about straight out who files, what they get. I'm not talking about reasons. They're all different. We know that. The judges can work that stuff out. All right, I'm talking about straight out. A woman ain't happy when she's married to a man. It's the woman's fault. I'll tell you why. The man has to wine and dine her, date her, impress her, do this, do that. The woman gets time to freaking sit there, see if brings enough value to her life. And then when he gets down on his knees and he has to, fork over a ring of 2 to 3 months minimum of his salary for a ring for her, and devotes his love to her and asks to marry her, she has the opportunity, if she has any doubts, if he's the one for her, not to say no. But she says yes. She's the one that seals the deal. She's the one that makes the decision. So, we'll say 7 years later, she gets that itch and she wants a divorce now because she made the wrong decision. Well, at that point in time, that lady should not get half of the man's freaking possessions, wealth, or anything else. She's the one that made the bad decision. She come in when she came out with. Now, I know some of you are thinking, well, they had kids, they did this, she gave up that. No, the guy gives up a lot too. And he busts his ass to support her and do everything and try to make her happy. And after 7 years, the woman's not unhappy, or because she's not getting everything she wants, or she wants this or that, whatever. See, this could go round and round and everything. That's why I'm saying just the foundation of it. So the divorce failure in marriage is more on the woman than it is the man. On the foundation part. And you need to teach that to the young ladies in your home that you mentor and everything else. Before they let their emotions take the better of them and the answer, they need to really think about it. What do they see themselves with this person 1 year, 3 years, 5 years from now? How is he going to change? Does he have any quirks? Are any of those quirks going to change? Can you put up with him farting on the couch while you're watching a Hallmark movie? Yeah. What's he really meaning when he farts on the couch watching that Hallmark movie? Yeah. Does he leave the socks next to the hampers that have put him up? Yeah. You see, you getting my drift? This has been the PS moment with Trust. No say. Yeah, that's going to irk somebody today. And like I said, I'm not talking about anybody in chat. It's just, things that they need to tell these young ladies to think about before they say the big yes. Because when it all comes down to it, the man's doing all the financial and the woman's just saying yes. And that's why you got to think logically. Don't think emotionally before making a big decision like that. That's a life decision.
Yep.
As we know, I got Shift Kicker up here. She's clearly almost married for 55 years, and she's put up with a lot of quirks of her husband. And I'm not saying
he's put up with a lot of mine.
Yeah, I was going to get to that. I'm not saying that he doesn't have quirks. I'm pretty sure he does. We're human beings, know. But, women have the quirks too, like you said.
And by the way, Trust, who the hell was eating peanuts in the shell in your backstage?
No idea, because the only person that's been here this week is you. So it must have been you.
You must have a gremlin because I just got done cleaning your backstage up again. I know that's why you threw me back there.
No, that must have been somebody else's backstage because, Mine has been closed, locked, and left alone. So if you went to the backstage, you went to somebody else's. You know, we are in Studio 9 while ours is under remodeling. So
Ah, alrighty then.
you keep forgetting we're we're being loaned this backstage office type thing. So you know, see, and that,
But
see,
but
I'm
the other
glad.
thing too is I do know. I mean, it's not as frequent, but I do know of women, people that have been, get divorced, and the wife made more money, et cetera, et cetera. Was actually head of financials or whatever, however you want to put it, and the husband got over half of what they made.
You know,
So yeah,
you know,
it can happen both ways nowadays.
yeah, and it's
But
the trend is starting to do that, and men are starting to take their kids, which they should, because sometimes the dad is the one that's really the better the parents for him. I'm not saying in all situations, but for the longest time the courts were, well, it's the mom, she's better. If the mom was meth head, she was a ho ho ho, and Santa wouldn't bring her any Christmas presents along with coal because she was a ho ho ho. She had so many baby daddies she couldn't count. You know,
mm-hmm,
stuff like that. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Yep,
But that doesn't fit
I
every
agree.
woman. But that's the image that the women get nowadays. And I say the way
True.
you can freaking battle that is start teaching these young kids. And like Reverend X says, yeah, the proposal should be well thought out. Yes, it should
Yeah.
be. And you shouldn't, and if a man's like, well, you need to answer me now. Why? You know how important this is? So if a man's pressuring you to marry him, no. No.
Grow Big TV.
Yeah.
I'd
Hey,
wonder
Grow
if
Big, how you
this,
doing?
I got a feeling that this is Gardner State Gardner coming in to say, hey,
Yep.
and if y'all haven't checked out Grow Big TV, do it.
Yep.
They
And
have
it's a good show.
so many great people on there, and you know, they have a lot of good knowledge.
Yep.
I just really love this collab that they're doing.
Yep.
Yep, it's Joe. I kind of thought so. Good morning, hun.
Yep.
And keep doing what you guys are doing. I like both of your channels individually, but together, it's just, you guys just work, in my opinion. It just works perfect.
Okay. Well, I don't want you to get thrown out. So I'm gonna try to grab the link real quick. I think I posted on there. If my fingers would work today. Oh, come on. Really? I can't do the freaking abbreviations. There it is. And for anybody in the chat that doesn't have them, hasn't checked them out, I'm going to put the link up right now. If I come back and Shift Kicker's already done, I'm going to be like, so I'm trying to keep her from getting kicked down. How are we on time, by the way, while I'm trying to. Come on. Stop doing that bubble wrap.
Okay, I lost my earbud.
Uh-oh. Maybe it's in your chicken salad sandwich. Yeah, she'll be back. One of her earbuds crapped out on her. Or pooped out on her, should I say. Excuse me, was a C word. Hey, let's talk about a letter day. Today's the letter H. And guess what other word starts with H? She's here.
Yeah, my earbud cut out. I couldn't hear anything. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah.
It's like I had no mic.
Oh, come on, Rubberneck. She ain't wearing no shirt. She's got her freaking robe on. She came home, freaking took off her clothes, put on her robe and her fuzzy
No,
slippers.
actually, I didn't put a robe on. I put a wearable blanket on so I could sit outside and not be cold. Uh-huh.
Okay.
I definitely love that, my wearable blankets.
Okay, so I posted Grow Big TV. Go check them out.
So,
And they're trying, I can't remember what you said yesterday, how many subscribers. You're trying to get your subscriber base up. So,
yep.
Yeah, if you're subscribed to Gardener State Gardener, I'm pretty sure he has links there too. But snag it here now and just do it. I don't mind you leaving to subscribe and then come back. Gardener State Gardener, and some of y'all know.
Wide Family Farm, Courtney.
Yeah,
Courtney.
I
Yep,
was going to
she's
say
the
Courtney,
bomb.
but say Courtney.
She
So, yeah,
makes me crack up.
yep.
Yep.
And
And like I say, I still think when this collab started, I was like, and then watching them. I mean, granted, I can't hit their lives always, but I always watch it after. So, and it's always been good. I try to pop in and just at least give them a thumbs up when they're live.
yeah, and I'll put this up in case people with their spot phones can't see it. There's Sunday Fun Day, giving away a lot of seeds.
Yep.
There's registration video. Leave a comment to be put on the wheel. And they got a lot of good seeds. I know they did some yesterday, but I was between like 3 different streams trying to mod in one and watch 2 others. So I'm like, So
Awesome.
yeah. So I don't know who won, but hey. As I usually go in there, I put my name in every once in a while. Most of the time, it's not for me to win. It's just go over there, have fun, and congratulate who won. Because people winning stuff is fun. So,
Yep.
yeah. I like to see smiles on people's faces and the reactions.
Yeah.
It's like how.
Well, and I love their guests that they've had. Like the Master Gardener one, that stream was amazing. And same with the mushroom guys. That was cool.
Yep.
Learned things I didn't know.
Yep. Just when you think you know everything, you're going to find out something new with the interviews they do. That is so awesome. I learned a lot about mushrooms. All I knew really about mushrooms is I love to eat them. So, yes, you did, Rubbernecker. I'm going to say it here, and I'm going to pick on Longboardy Mob. Rigged.
Rigged.
I learned that. I learned that word from the silver screen, or the silver community, should I say. Even though it's not rigged, we just tease about it.
Yep.
Because some people got all the luck.
So what's on your agenda for the rest of the day, Trust?
Well, I'm waiting for it to warm up, and then I'm probably going to figure out if I want to do the last eighth of my backyard, knocking down those dead sunflower seeds. They're like 10 to 12 feet. Or maybe just jump in the vehicle and go for a drive, see what's going on around the city. I haven't done that in a while.
Cool.
And I got a
I'm excited for the Ed Curry. I've watched some of his stuff, and yeah, I'm excited for that interview. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
Yep. No, me, I just have cleaning the refrigerator out. Got to do one of them. Wipe it all down inside. And, yep.
Ooh.
I know. Sound like fun? Want to help?
Yeah. And I'm glad you mentioned that because I just looked at the time. It's like, oh, we're almost at the 2-hour mark.
Yep.
And,
yeah, my hubby wants me to go over some papers with him that we got today too. So.
Yeah, and I know somebody's going on at 1 Central, 2 Eastern. I can't remember who right now. Same place we were yesterday. I just can't think of the names because I need a second cup of coffee. So,
yep,
so I'm going to do any cruise. And
usually Snoopy Stacks goes live on Wednesdays, too, in the afternoon. So I'm not sure if she is. I didn't see her link, but she's one of those ones that pops it in there like an hour before she goes live. But I usually will post it anyway.
Yeah.
And if she does, I will probably be there.
Yep. So, but I want to appreciate everybody coming out, give us the good news, and if you need prayers, well, we're always praying for you. The prayer group's always adding everybody in there. So, if you've got any special prayers, just let us know, and we'll add you to it. And if you need a prayer and you don't know one, go check out Chef's community page. She posts a prayer there. She posted one early this morning, and I think you'll enjoy it and like it, and probably use it yourself. So.
And if you want a shout out for a channel, just have them email me, shiftkicker92 at Yahoo. I do shout outs on Tin TV live.
Mm-hmm. And remember, tell your loved ones you love them. Because you know what's going to happen in 5 minutes, 24 hours. And even if you're mad at them, it doesn't mean you can't tell them you love them and still kick them in the ass. You know? But some people are that hard-headed that you got to kick them in the ass and then tell them you love them. Just to grab their attention. So, you know.
Yep.
That's okay.
So stay blessed, not stressed, guys. Have a great day. Don't forget, check on your neighbors, especially if they're elderly.
You know, and hold on. I guess I'll put on my intro song again. See y'all tomorrow. Chelsea's.
Bye.
I'm here to get what I want. I'm not lost. I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot. I'll overpower.